Stagecoach funds have arrived. Mutual funds for investors more comfortable on Main Street than Wall Street. 9 different funds, from tax-free income to government securities to long-term capital growth, all aimed at helping you get where you're going. Stagecoach funds, now available at every Wells Fargo office. Climb aboard.
Welcome to the KUSH 9 News World Headquarters in Orange, Texas. With Jordan Dobransky. Brandon Pinnock. Negro rights analyst and weatherman Kevin McGee. And our justice correspondent and sports reporter Ryan Gallen. This is the news that will make history.
Welcome to the KUSH 9 News, where we bring you news across the U.S. that will make history. I'm Jordan Dobransky.
And I am Brandon Pinnock. Over the last 20 years, over 150 colleges have been established. It's clear that education is becoming more important in this country since 31 of our states have already passed laws requiring children from 8 to 14 to attend school to learn reading, writing, and math.
Now on to post-Reconstruction news. It hasn't been long since the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment has been passed, and already Negroes are seeing their new freedoms disappear. Now we are throwing this off to our on-the-field reporter, Kevin McGee, live in Montgomery, Alabama. Kevin?
Thanks, Jordan. I'm here in Montgomery, Alabama, where it is being reported that for Negroes to vote for our next president in a few days, they have to pay a poll tax, own property, and they also have to pass a literary test. Furthermore, grandfather clauses were passed so that whites can be exempted from these voting restrictions. Tell us your opinion. Is this fair? Comment on our Facebook page at facebook.com/KUSH9News. Now back to you, Brandon.
Entertainer and comedian Jim Crow is making the news for bashing Negroes again. He was seen last night making fun of their culture and saying that they should be segregated from schools, parks, public buildings, hospitals, transportation, bathrooms, and water fountains. We have our justice correspondent Ryan Gatlin live at the Supreme Court to talk about Pisey versus Ferguson. Ryan?
Yes, the final verdict is in for the Pisey versus Ferguson case. Pisey, a Negro, lost earlier today when the Supreme Court decided that the 14th Amendment meant that segregation was legal as long as the separate facilities provided for Negroes was equal to the one for white people. They decided that the 14th Amendment was not intended to give black social equality, but political and civil equality. This is Ryan Gatlin for KUSH 9 News, live from Washington, D.C. Back to you, Jordan.
Lynching is increasing as many white mobs are murdering accused Negroes without lawful trials. Some riots have erupted in Springfield, Illinois. Authorities calmed it down, but only until those several thousand whites moved into another city and attacked black businesses, killing 2 elderly people, did the Illinois State Militia step in.
On a brighter note, the NAACP is just formed to abolish segregation and discrimination to oppose racism. The YMCA has also formed for Negroes to have recreational and guidance programs for blacks. Coming up later on 9 News, the roles of women in new forms of entertainment. We'll be right back after this short message.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything fundamental.
This is the coffee pot at work. Listen to it perk. Look at the coffee as it gets darker and stronger. Smell the honest coffee smell. Ah, smell it. But will this cup of coffee taste as good as it smells? You bet it will, because it's Maxwell House, the coffee that tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House coffee tastes as good as it smells every time.
Welcome back. Studies are showing that more women are moving from the rural areas of the country to the cities, and they are trying to get jobs in factories. While few are getting careers, most are starting volunteer organizations. They are also leading the way to what might become a reform of education, labor relations, and health.
But at this time, most women are still working at their homes, just trying to keep it clean. Simple house cleaning of dust and dirt out of an 8-bedroom house can take up to 18 hours a week. Even though some machine called a vacuum cleaner was just invented, 75% of Americans don't have electricity, so this doesn't look like it's going to help much at the moment.
Other new technologies like factories help cereals, biscuits, and clothing readily available. Many women are starting to shop more at stores and through the mail.
In major cities like New York, public transportation is increasing as well as electric lighting since more people are flocking to the cities. This led to the development of department stores like Macy's. Also, chain stores like F.W. Woolworth have started popping up in different cities.
Brand names are also becoming a big hit with the American people. When the United States Postal Service started to offer rural-free delivery, and these brand names are being brought to everyone through mail order, companies like Montgomery Ward and Sears and Roebuck Company catalogs. Both are offering money-back guarantees.
And we will be right back with your complete weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Kevin McGee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this commercial is going to use subliminal advertising. That means you will never see or hear the name of the product. Oh, it'll be there on the screen all right, but the naked eye cannot detect it. This way you sit back, relax, and enjoy me as I tell you this rather funny story. It seems that these three men decided to take a trip. The second guy goes back to the dry cleaner, says... So he opens the little door, goes... Ip, 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 ip. So the third guy says, yeah, but you better bring back the hangers.
And now a look at our national forecast. Currently, we have a high-pressure system sitting over Utah right now and producing rain in Southern California and the Northwest. Lows tonight will be anywhere from -8 degrees at International Falls, Minnesota to 54 degrees in Brownsville, Texas, with snowfall on most of the northern part of the country. Tomorrow, the South will see highs in the 60s and the Midwest won't get out of the teens. The South will stay mostly clear while the Northeast will be partly cloudy. Saturday will be mostly sunny for much of the country, excluding the Northeast and the Northwest. Saturday night, we'll have snow in the Northwest and the Northeast, and Sunday's highs take a plunge through the South. This has been your complete forecast, and we will be right back after these short messages.
Once a little old lady named Laura Scudder had a thing about potato chips. She hated chips that sounded like... Now I ask you, who likes chips that sound like... So Laura Scudder decided to make her own. A crisp, noisy potato chip. She went potato shopping until she found the perfect potato chip potato. Solid. She researched 197 vegetable oils until she found the purest and found the best salt. Then she put them all together with her secret recipe to make them crisp and crunchy and put them in a special package to keep them that way. And this was the result.
And now on to the entertainment for tonight's news. New commercial recreations are starting to pop up in many cities as an inexpensive form of entertainment. I've seen many live theaters and moving picture theaters around this town. The vaudeville performers will be in town this weekend, showing humorous sketches of racist people, songs, dances, magic acts, jugglers, animals, and ventriloquists. Get your tickets before it sells out!
This weekend is the premiere of The Great Train Robbery. Experts are saying that this will be as entertaining as live events. Don't forget to visit your local Nickelodeons to see other short comedies too. Also get your local periodical this weekend like McClure's, Cosmopolitan, or Muncie's. And we will be right back after your sports update from Ryan Gatlin after these short messages.
When it comes to crackerjack, some kids never grow up.
The last game in the first World Series was played today. The Boston Americans beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3, and the first BCS Bowl game was recently held. The undefeated University of Michigan defeated the Stanford University Indians 49-0. Also, Oregon beat Ohio State University 46-33 in the first ever NCAA tournament. And now a few short messages from our sponsors.
Dreyfus Fund is a mutual investment fund in which the management hopes to make your money grow and takes what it considers sensible risks in that direction. Ask your securities dealer for a free prospectus.
Tonight we will end with some new music styles. Many Negro musicians have started to introduce ragtime music to the South and Midwest portions of the country, and jazz, which is a mixture of Spanish, African, French, and Latin cultures, is starting to become popular in New Orleans.
Thank you for watching KUSH News 9 Tonight, where we bring you news across the U.S. that will make history. I'm Jordan Dobransky.
And I am Brandon Penning.
And thank you for watching. Join us next time.